You've picked the perfect system, you've set it up, you're ready to finally get organized. And 2 weeks later, it's total chaos again. If this sounds familiar, it's because you are probably making the number one mistake that most people make when they're implementing a new system or process, and it will totally sabotage your progress. All right, friends, let's set the scene here today because I am going to be sharing with you the most common mistake I see when people are trying to implement new systems or processes to be more efficient, streamlined, etc. And I want to tell you what you should do instead. So, let's pretend here for the purpose of today's video that you invested in a training program to learn a whole new system to better manage your email. I know email can be overwhelming, right? And there are a lot of different theories and systems out there to support you in really getting on top of just nonstop email. So you've invested in this training. You've decided, yes, this is the system for me. All right. And maybe you've even gone the extra step to, set up new email folders, get labels. Maybe you've even layered in some automations and you've built this system. It's ready to go. And then 2 months later, you find you haven't really used the system and you're still sitting there with 50,000 emails that you're trying to get your head around before you start using the new system. Now, what secretly happens here time and time again when people go to set up a new system is they don't realize it, but they believe, and let me know if this is you, that in order to start using the new system, you need to take all the old stuff, take the old way that you were managing stuff, and get it cleaned up and put into the new system before you can start using it. So I see this a lot when people are trying to, move to one of the email management systems that I teach inside of my top program. And so this is why I always tell them, no, you do not need to do that. Because maybe you are someone sitting on 25,000 old emails. Think about how long it would take for you to go through all of those potentially and get them organized, labeled, etc., into your new system. Well, you don't have that kind of time because the emails are coming in quicker than you can go sort out the old ones, right? And this is what everybody's doing wrong. So when we think about transitioning to a new organizational system or process, such as a new way of managing your email, this is why I always encourage everyone to pick a date, right? Draw a line in the sand and say, maybe once you've got this new system set up, you're ready to use it. You say, from this day moving forward, any new emails that are coming in, I'm going to manage in this new system. Then, if I find I need to go look for or reference an email prior to today, in that moment, I will now bring that email into my new system. This is allowing you to, from a particular date moving forward, start building up and using this new system so that you start building that momentum, getting, that muscle memory going, but then also prevents you from potentially wasting a whole bunch of time organizing old stuff that you may not even need anymore. Now, using this email example, what I find often when people do implement a new email management system and go through it the way I teach, which is, again, pick a date moving forward using the new system, archive all the old ones, go pull them in as you need to, they'll find that after 6 months, probably 20,000 of those 25,000 never got touched and can just be archived off for good. Now imagine instead if someone had taken the time to go through all of those 25,000 emails manually, trying to sort them, label them, all of that. It would have been a tremendous waste of time. Now, I'll give you another example of this kind of implementing a new system while you're cleaning up an old one that I'm actually going through right now at the time I'm recording this video. I have had a system in place that I've used for my CRM, my kind of contact relationship management system. And I recently discovered it was starting to get a little clunky and I needed to build a new one. So, after researching and testing out some different systems, I have built a new workflow for myself and a new way of handling my CRM moving forward. Now, I've got a lot of data in that old CRM, and it would probably take me easily a good 20 to 30 hours minimum to try and go through and like copy all of this in and do some kind of mass import, clean data up because it's not, a one-to-one relationship anymore. Instead, I have built out the new CRM system, and for the last 5 weeks, I am exclusively using that moving forward. So as a new contact, a new deal comes in, a new company comes in, it's all being put into the new CRM system. Now, there was some lingering work in the other one. There were some, things mid workflow. As I have had to go in and touch things from the old process, in that moment, I will take that one piece of data, that one relationship, and bring it into the new CRM system, which is allowing me to get all the benefits of the new system right now today, and then slowly but intentionally bringing the old data into the new one only on an as need basis. And this is going to mean that everything that's coming in is relevant and it's clean. I'm not going to go delete the old stuff. It will be archived there in case maybe 6, 7, 12 months from now, I might need to go reference it. And if I do, at that moment, I will copy that and bring it over into the new system. This is why I am always able to optimize, streamline, and get things systematized very quickly. Because once I identify the system that I know is going to be right for me, I jump into implementation right away instead of sabotaging myself and my time by thinking, oh, but I've got to clean up the old one first. Absolutely not. So, the next time you are looking to set up a new system or process to help you optimize or stay more organized, remember, once the system's built, jump right in and start using it all in from day one, and then give yourself the flexibility of bringing over and cleaning up old stuff as needed. Otherwise, the chances of you getting your new system fully off the ground start to get less and less and less every single day you put off the actual implementation. So I'd love to hear from you. What new system are you building out right now and that you are excited about jumping into? And hopefully this gives you that sense of freedom of thinking, oh, I don't have to actually go clean up that huge mess first in order to start getting the benefits, the wisdom, and the fun of my new system.